So, from the title of this video, you're probably wondering, whoa, dude, what the fuck? And yeah, me too. But, I just want to preface this whole thing by saying everything that happened was entirely my fault. Let me explain. So, for the past couple of years, I want to say the last, it's been like 3 years. I've been going back and forth once. It started off as an acting thing, and then it kind of just grew into me like loving Los Angeles and going back and forth and just love the city. And now I have a partner there who I go to see as much as I possibly can.
Digression, you fucking asshole.
So, last December, I had a scheduled visit to go to Los Angeles. I was going to stay for 3 months. That's how long the ESTA is. The ESTA is basically just a pass into the country. It's not a visa. It just allows tourists to go visit America without having to apply for a visa or anything like that. There had been no issues in the past. And you know, I don't know, maybe, I don't want to say I'm psychic because I'm not sure if I believe in that.
Hello, and welcome to a video of me lying for 3 minutes straight.
But the feeling that I had leading up to traveling over there, you know what, maybe all of my memories are tarnished, and just looking back, everything just seems like shit. I don't know if you've done the 13-hour trip from Sydney to Los Angeles in coach. Flying in coach is fine. I would prefer not to. I think anyone would, because it's fucking bullshit. First of all, I already have a really big problem with flying. It never gets any easier. It's just a long-ass flight, stuck in a metal death box, basically. You're breathing in strangers' air. The whole concept to me is disgusting, so I try not to think about it when I'm actually going through it. So I get off the flight, walking through LAX with this sinking feeling in my stomach. Something was off. And I got to the immigration section, and a lot of it is now really streamlined, which is amazing, because fucking nightmare. It's just mayhem and chaos. My flight rocked up, I think at 6 o'clock in the morning. Message Chad, I've said, hey, listen, I'm here, get your skates on, come pick me up, basically. I stick my passport into the thing, and it spits out this piece of paper, and it's usually got your face on it, and a little bit of your information. It spits out my piece of paper, and it's got a big black X over my face. My heart sank. I knew that as soon as I walked up to the interview guy, something bad was going to happen. And he gets to the very end, so I'm thinking, well, shit, maybe it's going to be fine. But no. He says, sir, could you stand to the side, please? Yikes. Okay. So I did. I stood to the side, and this big security guard came over. He sat me down, and I just waited, basically. I think this is just a pretty regular thing. At this point, I was like, okay, fine. I think they're just going to want to interview me and just come back and forth so often. They want to see why, which is fair enough. So I wait patiently. I'm messaging Chad. You're not supposed to do that. I had to hide my phone and message when I could. I was kind of freaking out because I'd been in there for a minute. Everyone, like a lot of people had come in and their name had been called up and they could go and it was fine. Anyway, eventually my name was called. So I got up and I sat in front of this man and he just looked at me and he said, sir, last time you were here, you overstayed. No! No! Fine. Right. What does that mean? And he said basically that they were going to send me home that day.
That makes me sad.
I just faced a 13-hour flight. The prospect of facing that flight again without any kind of break was terrifying. So I said, okay, how long did I overstay by? And he said, a day. A day? Fuck. I'd miscalculated. My bad. Really, my bad. Ugh, yikes. I think the best thing to do in this kind of situation is just to say yes and nod your head and politely say yes and do whatever they ask.
Lessons with Lucian.
Like, I really hope that no one else ends up in this situation, but if you do find yourself in a situation similar to this, or the same situation, just, you know, make it easy. On yourself and for them. They took my shoelace and my belt. They explained to me very clearly I didn't have a criminal record, but at the same time, I'd broken the rules. And they were going to take my ESTA off me. They were going to see if I could get parole to enter the country, which is a very, very special thing, and I wasn't really holding out much hope. but I was grateful. So they put me in this room, locked the door. I'm in a room full of strangers, and Shrek is playing on this shitty little screen in Spanish. Needless to say, I'm not confident at this point. My prospects aren't great. So over the course of about 6 hours I was there for, they had me in for, I think, 2 more interviews. And I think that they could see that I was just some kid who had made a mistake. And I was just petrified. Thank God they let me in for 30 days under parole. I was let out. I was let into the U.S. under parole for 30 days. And I had a wonderful 30 days. I had got Christmas and New Year's with my boyfriend, and that was, that was everything. That was all I could ask for. And now I'm all good to go back. So yeah, I guess if you're gonna get anything out of this, just dot all your I's and cross all your T's, especially if you're traveling to the US. Just be super careful. Just make sure the country that you're going to, you're following their laws and their rules, because you could wind up in a lot of trouble if you break them. Just made a mistake because I was a little bit too eager to stay, I guess. Thank you for watching if you watched. Cheers.